Hello and welcome back to the channel, friends. It is great to be here and I hope you're doing well. And today we find ourselves once again in the mystifying world of GUG, trying your crazy and overpowered recommendations. So let's see what we can stumble on into here today. But before we begin, of course, smash that like button if you're liking the GUG content. I will continue to bring these runs right to your doorstep. Become a subscriber if you're new here as well, and keep the recommendations coming. So with that said, my friends, we're gonna hop on in. Let's go. Alright, so let's drag them to the new game. Let's generate some zones. Let's build some encounters. And of course, let's GUG some GUGs. So what do we have here? All kinds of interesting ones, of course. Fluidiza. Perform a quantum leap, rearranging all GUGs on the battlefield. That's quite interesting, but let's get on into the amniotic pool. I've got one that's been requested several times that we're going to kick off the episode here today with. So let's drag you on in there. Let's transcend you. It's pretty basic, but we're going to go with Slime King. Let's go. Like I said, that one's been recommended several times, so it's about time we got it. And look at this. Very, very unique looking sprite here. Seed of the Slime King. Set player health to 1, but it's got 672 HP and 669 attack. Obviously with the triple sixes here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So we can't take any damage on Mother Morula, but we do have a very, very overpowered GUG, of course. So obviously what we're going to want to do is keep the field nice and populated. We're going to have to watch out for ones that summon things as well. Form a vegetable shield pyramid with neighboring GUGs. Okay. So I'm not taking any chances here. We're going to get both GUGs on the field. And that means we'll be able to grind just a little bit more currency. We can have another like second in command one coming up, but you know, we do indeed have 1 HP. But we got all kinds of currency now, and I was recently told that is called SAP. Quite interesting. Alright, who's this guy? We got Ocean News. Expand the battlefield infinitely. Add random ocean-themed GUGs. Okay, so let's see if it actually expands the battlefield, because that would be pretty terrifying, actually, and would really kind of work against the Slime King start here. Yeah, so we got the Kraken, an ocean-themed GUG. Alright, so those guys are actually pretty scary. Hopefully we don't encounter too many more of those guys, because they summon things, right? However, we do get out of there without a scratch on Mother Morula, who frankly can't take much more than just a scratch. But let's go ahead and let's spend some currency. Let's buy some GUGs. Let's get this guy right here. Let's get him some more power. I need like a second in command one that can at least be somewhat reliable in a fight. All right, onward we go. And into battle. We got Spamosium. Spawn a frothy cloud GUG, creating foam on the battlefield. Okay, well, I don't trust that at all. So we're going to go ahead and get all of our GUGs out on the battlefield. We're working with limited HP here, of course. Alright, let's go with something like that. Just your basic of basic GUGs. We got Horagnol. Distort all GUGs' perceptions, creating eerie illusions. Okay. Well, let's hit them. You bet. And we're distorted there. Not sure what that debuff means exactly, but we do win yet another battle. And now the exciting part. We get on into the amniotic pool. And I had a commenter recently reach out and say that they had a dream. And their dream involved GUGs in 3D shapes and candy. So I'm going to fashion that dream into a GUG prompt. So we're going to go 3D candy GUG dream. Alright, let's see what crazy combination this creates. And shout out to you, commenter. Thank you for sharing your story. Right, we got Drug-Lyclops. The implication here is it was a drug-induced slumber, perhaps. Scatter 3 dream candies on the battlefield when it enters battle. Absolutely hilarious. Let's see what kind of sprite it comes up with for this. This game certainly does have a sense of humor, does it not? It's really thinking about this one. It's got to find, you know, the right dream escape type GUG. But how about that? You know, kind of colorful. Definitely, you know, the color of candy, I guess you could argue, for sure. And scatter 3 dream candies on the battlefield. We'll see if that goes on the opposing side, which could be kind of scary, or maybe on our side. I guess we'll find out. And are they combatants? So many questions. All right, we got Gluidiza. Okay, Quantum Leap. Rearranging all GUGs on the battlefield. Okay, so this could be scary if he's moving ones from our attack side to his, right? I guess we'll have to see what happens. But rearranging all GUGs on the battlefield, I think that means we should probably wait before bringing in the Slime King. Because he's going to do this on entry, yeah. So let's get Roguelike out there. Okay, so we got these dream candies. They don't hit for anything, but he is blocked off. So that means his effect, of course, is going to have to wait a turn. Which is fine. The dream candy can, of course, be pulled back. But let's give it a turn and see what happens. Alright, so this guy looks like he just shifts battle sides is what it looks like to me. Okay, cool. We got Triggerlog. Spawn 3 Titanic Sea GUGs in 3 random empty spots. So that to me suggests it could go on our side. We got Jolt 2s. Generate electrical sparks among all friendly GUGs, giving them temporary agility boosts. Okay. Alright. Not sure how agility comes into play here in GUG land, but definitely a cool thing. Let's go. Alright, so let's switch places with you two. And let's see what these Titanic Sea Creatures... Titanic Sea Creature, okay. As the name might imply, it's got a lot of HP and heavy attack as well. And we're down our basic GUG now. So Seed of the Slime King. Let's get that out there to take him out. Alright, Mother Morula lives on. Alright, so what do we have? Roguelike certainly needs some support here. And it looks like we have a bunch of GUGs that we can just add to our roster, which is great. Got some more ideas to try. Some more GUGs to transcend, of course. So let's show Roguelike some serious love. And we got Glorb Narc. And we got Hakatua. Of course. You know, popular culture will certainly find its way into this game. That is the fun of, I guess, allowing the players to develop the game. Or add to it, more like. As more and more GUGs are created, they go, of course, to a central library to be used in future runs. A really cool aspect of this game, for sure. Amniotic Pool up next. Let's go. Alright, so Amniotic Pool, let's see. Alright, so let's go. I'm gonna do something. Now, this wasn't a request, but I have to. Crypto scam. How about that? Hawk to a girl. It looks like we've created something new. We got scam bits. Okay, that's quite fitting. Create an illusionary coin. If an opponent attempts to claim it, they lose to attack. Okay. Well, that's quite nice. And let's see what kind of sprite we get. Yellow and Soulless. Alright. Doesn't add much for offense. But that's okay. Let's go. Scambit, welcome to the team. Alright, so we got GUG's Lith. Move all ally GUGs here when it enters battle. So I don't think GUGs can stack in the same location, so that'll be interesting for sure. Alright, let's see if Scambit does what it's supposed to do. Okay, looks like we got a single unit of sap there. Alright, Dream Candies. Yeah, I don't mind Dream Candies. And let's see what happens. So they should all go to where GUG's lith is, but obviously that's not going to work. Alright. Roguelike. Get in there, and who do we have entering the battlefield? We got Googlian Blobrox. Edit all GUGs. Okay, that's kind of terrifying. I guess we'll see what kind of edits he makes. And then we got Wada Slurker. Announces its arrival with the mysterious chant. Alright, well, let's see what kind of unpredictable outcomes are going to come from this. Edited GUG. Okay, so everybody's an edited GUG now. However, it doesn't seem like it affected the ones on the battlefield. An edited version of the GUG, and it's watered. Interesting. I'm just glad that these other ones weren't edited. GUG dribble. Move all GUGs one space down, add water effect to the first contacted GUG. Okay. Well, let's get you in there, because we want a full field always. With the Slime King run, of course. Alright, getting some currency. We got another GUG dribble. Sing "Give me your GUGs" to mesmerize and reduce the attack of an opposing GUG by 50%. Okay, well, let's see. He's got 7 HP. So, Scambit, why don't you switch places with the King? Okay, so it looks like that effect went broad. However, I'm not realizing any attack loss. Interesting. We got Slime Sail. Transform into a boat-themed form with increased move speed. Again, I'm not really sure how move speed is affected in GUG land. Everybody gets a turn, right? Maybe there's plans for the move speed stat in the future. Would be cool to add. Alright, another successful battle phase, and into the shop we find ourselves. Now we got a bunch of edited GUGs. I'm not even sure. I mean, they can still be transcended for sure. Let's get you some HP. Let's get you a sword. Won't let me buy you. I'd like to get to that potion in the back, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. That's alright. Let's move onward. Onward we go. Alright, we got Flu Wall, who is stacked on GUG dribble now. Okay. Move all GUGs one space down, add water effect to the first contacted GUG. Okay. This one, I mean, it might have just gotten buggy. I guess we'll find out for sure. So let's get Scambit. Just gives us a single unit of currency. And now, Roguelike is fried for some reason. But does experience, still pretty decent stats, right? So it's certainly a usable GUG, if only for its attack prowess. And it looks like they're just coming down one at a time. Unpredictable stuff happening here today, my friends. Alright, we got Flibber Flung. Move to the opponent's side at the beginning of each turn, dealing 2 damage to the nearest enemy GUG upon landing. Got it. Wonder why Roguelike is fried, though. His effect was working. Alright, let's pull... Well, I guess let's see what they have. I'm just going to pull Scambit back. He's only got 5 HP. Alright, so we got this stuff going on again. So let's switch places with you two. Got Gurgle Brood. Spawn 3 strong something. Doesn't look like that happened. Got Googa Boogo. Hug a random nearby GUG, granting it +2 health. Can also be charmed. Alright, well, let's not play around with charm. No, instead, just do combat. That away. Alright, moving on. Slime Kingdom. But more importantly, the amniotic pool. Got G.U.Gs. And GUG. Let's go. So what are we going with here today? Well, let's see. I've got so many recommendations, of course. Let's see. Somebody wanted me to try and test what happens when we use amniotic pool as the keyword. I guess we're going to find out. Alright, what do we have? We have amniopoolin. Summon a pool zone that heals GUGs in it over time, reflecting the nurturing properties of an amniotic pool. Okay, very cool. So maybe it creates a little heal zone. Guess we'll have to see how that works out. Sounds pretty good, actually. Alright, we got Glubster and G.U.G out there. Cause all GUGs to become goopy, slowing their movements. Okay. Alright, I certainly want to see the effect of this. Okay, looks like just a mass heal. Okay. I mean, I'll certainly take it. You've got the most attacks, so let's get the Slime King on you. And let's collect our coin. Alright, Slimetron. Okay, this guy's going to cover the battlefield in a slippery slime. However, it looks like this guy is continuing to heal us. Perhaps. I guess I'll have to monitor that. Keep my eye on that. He's got decent HP as well. Alright, got Glubster coming down. Let's get the Slime King over there. And then trade places. Pumping currency here, of course. We got Olivore. Drop a slippery olive oil that remains on the field. I wonder if somebody typed like olive oil for this. I would assume so. Alright, slippery olive oil. Doing combat. Alright, got another G.U.Gs. An Olivore again. Alright, Scambit's down. That was a tactical oversight by yours truly. Ah, no, never mind. The slippery olive oil is going to prevent them from moving up. Quite nice. Certainly take it. Alright, so let's do this. And then I guess you can just stay put. Actually, I'd prefer to kill the Gloopzilla. Alright, he's down. G.U.Gs. We'll see you later, pal. And what do we have here? Gooey cyst. Sticky and annoying. Yes, indeed. Creates gooey cyst at random locations on the battlefield. Alright, gooey cyst, you coming on down, bud? Come on down. Meet your maker. The seed of the Slime King. Alright, so victory in the Slime Kingdom. And that'll wrap up run number 1 here. But Halgor himself grew weary, and his garden withered. The GUGs, turning to mist, dispersed back into the collective subconscious from whence they came. Quite poetic, as always. And of course, it's a precarious start when Mother Morula is reduced to 1 HP, but Slime King, what a GUG that is. Insanely powerful. Alright, so let's get back into another run here. See if we can't get 3 runs in. So for our opening GUG. Somebody wanted me to try. Immortal Shield. Let's see what that does. Alright, so we got a thought process going on, and we got Aegis Nith. Grant this GUG 2 additional health every round. At the start of the encounter phase. Okay. I mean, I think that scales well, right? That's going to do well over a long period of time, for sure. I think it's a serviceable starting GUG, for sure. And of course, Aegis, right? That is a legendary shield, as made famous by Final Fantasy and likely many other titles as well. Excellent. Alright, let's get on into the fight, and I do like that it's at the start encounter phase, meaning we don't have to continue to shovel him in, and then bust him back, shovel him in, you know what I mean? So that's quite nice. Alright, so he takes a hit. And of course gets his regen. Very nice. Another round. Some more currency being gathered, and we have Lunan. Enter a waking dream state, gaining a temporary shield. Okay, so it looks like it has 18 stacks of that. So it's got 18 HP. Interesting. Well, let's switch places with the Aegis shield, of course, and... Oh, wow, look at this. We actually might be soft-locked. Okay, so this one is actually broken. Because look, it's going to continue to snowball its HP. It only does 2 damage. We heal for 2, so yeah, we are effectively soft-locked here. Unless for some reason this effect wears out, which I don't think it's going to, based on what I know about this game. Yeah, we are completely soft-locked. How about that? So whoever created Lunan, I mean, first and foremost, a very, very, very strong GUG indeed, with incredible staying power. But you know, this is kind of the phenomenon that the comment section has been discussing, right? Like, as more and more powerful GUGs are created by the community and added to the centralized pool, you know, someday some kid or some player is going to run across some of these super overpowered ones, and it's going to be a run killer. Lunan certainly is, especially this early on, right? I have no ways to improve my attack power, and there's just nothing I can do about it. I mean, obviously, it would eventually wear us down if it did more than 2 damage, but it doesn't. So I think this run is over in the first battle phase. And we simply just met a very, very strong opponent that continues to just add to its HP pool over and over and over again. Yeah, I don't see this ending anytime soon, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a new run. We've been soft-locked. So that is a first right here on the channel. We either win, there's some kind of crash, or we are defeated. Never soft-locked like that, but how about that? Quite interesting. Alright, so we got a new board. Do I see that Lunan anywhere? No, I do not. Okay, good. Alright, into the amniotic pool we go, and let's choose something new. Alright, so somebody would like me to try Absolute Equalizer. So let's see what this creates. The game is thinking on this one. Okay, we got Equilibricus. Reduce the attack of all GUGs to match the lowest attack. Interesting. When it enters the battle. It's definitely an interesting one. I mean, it's got utility. We're going to have to use it early on. But maybe once we get just a little later on into the game, you know, maybe it has certain strategic uses, if you will. I guess we'll have to figure that one out as well. Alright, let's see what kind of sprite we get. Get another just kind of eyeless, soulless, yellow one. Never mind. This has been changed again. So we got Abscaquill. Equalize health and attack of all GUGs to the average of their stats. Okay, interesting. So the trait has been changed. I think that one's a little more serviceable. And of course, anything that affects all GUGs can certainly be scary, right? We've got Gugliot. Transform all GUGs into a GUG. Okay. So this is going to average out stats, meaning we're going to gain attack and lose HP. Alright, let's see if this effect actually works. It does not. Okay. Well. No, never mind. It looks like it... Okay, I'm confused by that one. Now we're a GUG with GUG standard attributes. Okay, so this one's effect procced off. And it basically just eliminated our special abilities. That didn't work anyways, I suppose. We actually might lose, yeah. Yeah, he's got too much HP. So I'm going to have to, what? Pull back. I'm going to have to get 3 hits on him. So the only way to save this is to take some direct damage, unfortunately. Delete target entity, GUG, when it enters battle. Alright, so what do I need? I can take 2 hits here. We're going to have to bleed this down as much as possible, unfortunately. Yeah, this is the only way to win, and you know, the prospects of a continued run with this particular setup is not looking good, but we'll do what it takes to win. Alright, so we get to the shop. We don't have enough for another GUG. That's quite unfortunate, but I suppose we can buy a potion. What is this guy? GUG Cub. Okay, cool. Well, moving onward, like limping along for sure. Alright, we got this guy again. Delete target entity GUG. Yeah, this is where the run ends, pretty much. So we do combat there. We have to pull him back and take direct damage. Yeah, we got more enemies coming onto the field. Yep, we are toast. Well, there's one thing that you can predict in the world of GUGs, and that is, of course, the unpredictable. But Halgor himself grew weary, and his garden withered, the GUGs turning to mist disperse back into, to the collective subconscious from whence they came. Alright, well, that's another one, but it does give us the opportunity to do yet another run. Maybe we can get a couple more. Alright, let's go. Into the amniotic pool we go. So what are we going with here? How about Hecate? Of course, a commenter recommendation. Alright, we got Hecatoplasm. Summon a mystical shadow with attack equal to half of this GUG's health. And health equal to half of this GUG's attack. Okay, so it's going to summon at the end of a round. Seems pretty useful. So if we can get this one powered up, we can actually get a pretty useful summon that enters the field. Always welcomed, for sure. And we got Freyerg. A wave of mesmerizing echoes is released. Okay, so let's see this in application. At the end of the round. Okay. So I might take direct damage here. I'm going to. I should have threw him on the helm. Yeah, here we go. Mystical Shadow. Okay, cool. A very strong summon, right? And it just continues to spit them out as well. Okay. So this could be very, very interesting, actually, if we can get Hectoplasm all buffed up. So maybe we should look for some kind of buffer. Somebody that can buff attack. So let's see. Can kind of comb through my list here and see if I can find one that maybe does that for us. But of course, we get the potion. We get the sword. It's just going to make the shadow even stronger. Get the GUG and get the potion. You bet. Alright, excellent. Now our shadow is going to be even stronger. Alright. Hecatoplasm. So let's get you... Well, actually, I don't want him taking damage at all. So let's get the basic GUG in there. We've got Slime Ghost. Sticky Ectoplasmic Layer. Alright, here we go. We got the Mystical Shadow. we got another one. Yeah. That's a very strong one. I do like that. Great suggestion. Great suggestion. All right, we got Gugulus. Project 3D illusions that confuse enemy GUGs. All right, so why don't we do this? Let's get you out there. Let's trade places. Let's have you grind in the HP so the mystical shadow is even stronger. Just have the mystical shadow do the fighting for us, right? Why not? All right, amniotic pool is where we find ourselves again. I want to find one that can hopefully just buff us up. Okay, so this was a recommendation. I believe it was made on the first video that I did. But I've been interested about this. So, buff GUGs not in battle. Okay, so that's not gonna... Yeah, so that's not gonna work. It's too long, unfortunately. Wanted to go with that one, of course. Let's see. We got... Alright, so somebody recently made this recommendation. 100x stat. All ally. Now, if this does what I think it probably should do based on the description, I think we're going to be sitting real pretty with this. Yeah, multi-power. Multiply all ally stats by 100. I mean, pretty straightforward, right? Pretty straightforward. And you love to see it. I think it goes really well with Hecatoplasm. We got Abo Vathal. Hover above all GUGs, avoiding ground-based attacks. Okay. So Hecatoplasm, yeah, get out there. Multi-power. Oh yeah, look at that. Amazing. What an amazing, amazing support GUG that is. Holy cow. However, these mystical shadows are not getting any stronger. Should have half of this GUG's health and... Yeah. I mean, it should be getting quite strong, but maybe it just means like the base attack and base health of the GUG. I guess I'm not sure. But we obviously want to pull you back and just keep slingshotting you in as the key to victory. Toxic Cloud. Not too worried about that. Alright, very nice. Yeah, we're gonna just be coasting now with this guy. I'll get a few more GUGs. I'll get one more GUG because I want a little bench space for our summon guys. Alright, so moving on. We got Bug Bash Boutique. An underground bazaar run by GUGs in insect costumes. So random. Alright, next up, amniotic pool. We have... We'll do the basic GUG. And I'm going to go with... Invasive... Negator. Invasive Negator. Let's go. Let's see what this does. Longtime viewer of the channel recommended that one. So thank you, viewer. We got Invagon. Negate the target's positive traits. Okay. I mean, I like it. It works. Alright, this guy has an eye, too. I like the ones with eyeballs. Let's go. Alright, so we got GUG Lords on the field. Why? A towering presence on the battlefield. But they're under my control. I'm very confused by that. Of course. That wouldn't be another day in the world of GUG if I wasn't extremely confused by something. Let's get multi-Powerth out there, because, I mean, what a beast multi-Powerth is. I mean, it'll make your guys insanely strong, insanely fast, multiplying whatever stats they have by 100. And I guess we just started the battle with GUG Lords. The game just decided to hook us up, I suppose, and tried to drag him to the bench there, but doesn't look like that happened. Alright, so we got Bucklug. Buy 1 GUG when it receives damage. Glue box. Spawn 5 GUG Lords. Okay, so that's why we have it. However, it's curious that it's on, you know, my side of the field. Very hilarious. In fact, we're looking a little, like the bench is a little full here. So let's do that, and let's get multi-Powerth back out there, of course. Gugulus. Summon a permanent GUG. Guglithagon. Summon a million GUGs. Got a feeling that that one's not going to work. And it's also interesting that Hecatoplasm is summoning the Mystical Shadow on the bench, right? Like from the bench, not in battle. That's also super interesting. All right, multi-Powerth. Let's see it work here, buddy. Go from 10,000 attack to 100,000. And 100,000 to 10 million, of course. Multiplication, it's a powerful thing. Alright, so let's see what this does. Summon a million GUGs. Didn't see anything get summoned. And of course, in the process, you know, we got 10.51 million units of sap. Quite nice. Alright, more potions. I just don't think we need them. In fact, I want to see if we can finish off this run and then get one more, because I've got a lot of requests. And thank you so much for making your requests. I really do appreciate that. The engagement has been absolutely excellent with GUG here on the channel. So I do really appreciate it. Alright, so this guy, other enter battle. So when somebody else enters battle. So let's throw him in battle. Ah, look at that. Negated. Okay. We'll see if he actually negates. Consume all GUGs on the battlefield, gaining random stats. Well, I don't think I want this guy to get consumed, so let's go with Hecatoplasm. Okay, so that guy just gets absolutely destroyed. He's just like, nope, just nopes out of there for sure. Just disappears into the ether, into the void. Alright, so let's see. We've got Gloom Bundle. Summon a Worm GUG on the battlefield. Let's see what happens. I mean, he just finds out there. Gets decked. And yeah, a whole bunch of nothing. In fact, I think what I'll do is... let's turn up the game speed just a little bit. Let's turn it up to 3. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. GUG is still... Alright, perfect. I mean, obviously we have an indestructible team because multi-Powerth is amazing. Incredible. Right, onto the amniotic pool we go. And somebody wanted me to transcend into Bill Nye. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Let's see if it has something to do with science. Blynyoid. This enter battle. Educate fellow GUGs on the wonders of science, increasing their attack by 2. Start of the round, this GUG gains knowledge for each battle won this round. Interesting. Hilarious, but there you go, commenter. That is what happens when GUGs get involved with Bill Nye. Alright, let's see. Alright, so Bill Nye has 3 eyes and is covered with green goop as well. Quite nice. What happened to you, man? Gotta moisturize that face. Alright, let's go. We got Slime Ooze and Slimy Leg. Slimy Leg. Alright, so let's see the effects of Bill Nye. Okay, a whole bunch of nothing. I did not see an attack increase. Now, that might have meant the ones on the battlefield, perhaps. Let's negate. Let's get Hecatoplasm out there and multi-power. What an incredible one, multi-power, I tell ya. Now, I wonder if you could do the same prompt, right? Multiply all ally stats by, instead of 100, you do like 1 billion or 1 million. However many zeros fits in the text box, right? That would be something to try out for sure. Because I do think that the system in this game, it really does try to be as literal as possible. But obviously, the fun comes when you use a little more ambiguous and obscure things. To try to watch the game sort of struggle into figuring out the best GUG to make with the prompt given, right? Alright, we got Syrinx Drip. I mean, let's be honest, nothing is intimidating in this at all. We got multi-power. Definitely one of like we gotta make a hall of champions of GUGs, for sure. The ones that have been created here on the channel. We've got to make like a hall of champions. And if we had a hall of champions in MVP, you know, like Canton, Ohio, right? Where they have the Pro Sports Hall of Fame. We need a Pro Sports, well, a Pro GUG Hall of Fame, I suppose. Put multi-power in there for sure. Nonetheless, when the Void devoured the last mere scriptway, GUGs pulled by fate disbanded completely like sentence fragments caught in the whirlpool. Alright. Well, excellent. So let's go one more because I do have, like I mentioned, a ton of recommendations and I want to get through as many of these as possible for all of you fine folks that have spent time here on the channel, have subscribed, have commented, and have engaged with the community. I'm doing this for you, and also, I mean, I'm quite entertained by this as well. So let's get on into the amniotic pool. And let's go with Exponential Expand. Wait, sorry, it was growth. Exponential growth. See what that does. I think exponential expand was one, actually, as well. But you gotta understand, I've got like 3 lists here. I'm writing very fine. And I'm sort of just selecting these at random. But we got a glue puff. For each GUG with health exactly half of its starting value, gain 3 attack. For each GUG with health exactly half of its starting value. Interesting. And that's at the end of the round. Alright, we'll see how far glue puff can take us. Yeah, exponential expand is right there on my list. I see it. Maybe we can try that one next. We got Moo Ploon. Amidst a small cloud of palpable sadness. Oh no. So at the end of the round. Alright, well, we need him to do battle. Let's see if anything happens at end round. Alright, nobody's gaining attack. Obviously, the requirement didn't proc off, right? Because we just killed him in 1 hit, but I'll see if maybe we get a guy with 6 HP. If we can get this normal GUG to hit him. Alright, moving on. We do have a little shopping. So let's get a sword. Let's get another GUG, of course. And it looks like we have enough to purchase this potion as well. And moving on, we have yet another battle. We got Stink Slime. Release a foul stench, causing all enemy GUGs to lose 1 attack. He's got 3. So let's have you do combat with them. Ah. Right, reduce attack. Gotta remember that. Alright, to stay in there, Mr. GUG. What do we have? Moo Ploon again. Stink Slime again. Okay. So we're gonna shift. So he's hitting for 2. We'll shift you over. Get you in there. And do a little switcheroo again. Alright, battle 1 without issue there, but you know, some of our HP reserves are getting a little thin, for sure. Alright, so other commenter who recommended Exponential Expand. My apologies. I thought it was on the list somewhere, and I found it, so we're gonna go with it. And we got GU Plasma. Double this GUG's attack and health stats when it enters battle. End of round. Double this GUG's attack and health stats again. Wow, what an incredible one that is. That's what you call a run saver for sure. I mean, it's going to double its stats, which is incredible. Got Chedik. I wonder what prompt was used to create that one. See what a whiff of cheesy aroma. Interesting. Alright, enter battle. Let's go. Alright, very nice. So that works. All enemy GUGs are stunned for 1 turn due to unbearable odor. Alright, so this guy has 6. If I could get a 3 hit on him, we could try out Glue Puff, but I just don't have the ability to do so. Okay, so we got this weird stacking thing again. And we lose a GUG, so it looks like... So I saw this once before and it crashed the game. Okay, well, we'll see if it actually is functional here. Okay, so it looks like they both attack from the same position. And both take the same damage as well, or maybe the carryover damage. I guess I'm not sure. Malmthark. Gain +2 attack and +2 health in mountainous areas. So I guess this is a mountainous area because he definitely got an attack increase. And yeah, Goo Plasma is indestructible. I mean, put that one in the Hall of Fame as well. My goodness. Absolutely incredible. Alright, so we get a Glop Thizzle. Reducing attack of all enemy GUGs. Okay, certainly take that. And then do a little shopping here. Let's get some healing potions for our boy Glue Puff, who I still haven't been able to try out his special yet, but maybe we'll have the opportunity. Alright, another amniotic pool, which means another keyword. So let's go with... So somebody mentioned that this creates an interesting one. Hateful Wife. Let's try that one out. Alright, we got Jellomancer. When it enters battle, is always angry but deals bonus damage to GUGs with more than 5 health. When it's destroyed, summon a new GUG called Wrathful Widow with double the attack and health. That one's very creative. I like it. Fits the aesthetic of Glue Puff rather well as well. Let's go. Alright, we got a GUG Cub on the field. Okay, so... Is there any way to do... We're just hitting for too much. Alright, there's the Wrathful Widow. Okay, so... Obviously, there's a little bit of confusion, but the Wrathful Widow is pretty amazingly strong, actually. And it looks like we get 1 per turn as well. Wow, okay. I mean, Glue Puff, you can just take it easy on the bench here, pal. Slither Glass. Extend tendrils to trap an enemy GUG, reducing its attack. mean, these Wrathful Widows are very, very strong, and of course, the stronger Jellomancer gets, the stronger these are going to become. Okay, I'm selecting a target for what? Oh, the bonus damage? I'm not sure why am I selecting a target exactly? Born from Destruction, strengthened by Wrath. Yeah, why am I selecting stuff? I've got no clue. But I love it. Who cares? Yeah, Goo Plasma, throw him in the Hall of Fame as well. In fact, let me know in the comment section below what other GUGs you would throw into the Hall of Fame. Real powerful, real unique ones. The area heal one certainly has to be in the Hall of Fame too. That was the first one I ever made, actually. And it turned out to be a bona fide winner. Alright, so let's get a regular GUG for transcending purposes. Goo Plasma really doesn't need much propping up. Let's go with Jellomancer and let's see if this works with the Wrathful Widow. Let's see if it does in fact make it stronger. Alright, Goo Plasma. Tentacles. We've got open all garden-related gates in the area and summon a large GUG. Alright, Wrathful Widow is keeping the same stats. Large GUG, though. Pretty strong one. Alright, large GUG finds out. And coming up, we have a Goforg. Spawn wooden spikes on all enemy spots on the battlefield. Well, what if our spots are full? My guess is if they were open, we would get some units spawned on our side of the field. Yeah, Hateful Wife. Another really good one. Like, really useful. Summon tentacles around it to block attacks. Alright, let's hit them. And another battle won. Quite nice. Alright, Slime Kingdom. And, of course, yet another amniotic pool. So let's definitely go in there, and for our final selection, we're going to use let's see, so somebody wanted to pay a little homage to a cartoon that many kids are probably familiar with. That is, of course, Sesame Street and the iconic Big Bird. So let's go. Let's see what Big Bird looks like in GUG form. We got Thundoraptor. Start round this. All GUGs that are farther than 5 spaces away take 2 damage. Okay, so I don't think it's really leaning into the Big Bird character, but more so like a literal Big Bird. Quite interesting. Alright, we got this interesting one. This is a family channel here, my friends. I'm not going to be pronouncing that one. But Goo Plasma, take him out. Show him the power. Jellomancer, that's right. Let's get the Wrathful Widow out there. Thundoraptor, sure. Join the party. Transform all non-water GUGs into gelatinous forms. So are we like gelatinous now? Definitely got that slippery goo everywhere. Elkanal. Okay, thick green goo actually got some direct damage. I must have lost my Wrathful Widow. Oh, never mind. I lost my, the Hateful Wife one's gone. Jellomancer. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. That could very well be. Or maybe something goofy happened. Could also very well be. It is the game of GUG, of course. Unpredictable things happen in every single run. Okay, we have some stacking going on. Okay, never mind. Magmosium. Lava bursts and spreads across the battlefield, damaging all GUGs by 2. Yeah, he just gets decked by goo plasma. Put him in the hall. Put him in the hall. And we turn in another victorious run. Of course, on the back of a very, very strong GUG. And a pretty good supporting cast as well. And when the moon was no more, ground to dust by time's indifferent hand, the songs of the GUGs faded into the void, never to be heard again. So, alright. Well, that is going to wrap up yet another commenter recommendation episode of GUG. If you enjoyed, please smash that like button. I will continue to deliver these fun runs. Like I mentioned about halfway through the video, I really do enjoy putting these together. I like engaging with the community. I like hearing what's on your minds and, you know, some of the things that you'd like me to try. I still have some real good ones. Still have many recommendations to go, of course. But you can certainly keep them coming. So let me know in the comment section below what you'd like to see. And, of course, your thoughts on some of the GUGs we created here today. I actually managed to get quite a few done off the list here today. But, you know, you only get X amount per run. And we only have X amount of time per video, of course. And we're actually running just a little bit long on this one, so I'm going to wrap things up. But anyways, folks, thanks for viewing. I really do appreciate you spending some time on the channel today. Thanks for all the wonderful support in calendar year 2024. Hope everybody has a happy new year, and 2025 is filled with health, love, prosperity, and maybe just a little bit of luck, and of course, GUGs as well. Sincerely, happy new year to you, and thanks again for all your support. I really do appreciate it. So with that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here. But if you're still hanging around here at the 58 or so minute mark and you are not subscribed, then become a subscriber and help support a small channel. We greatly appreciate that. And once again, I just thank you so much. So I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks again. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.